Today we're making beer can chicken on the Kamado Joe Kettle Joe. It's going to be epic. I've done this cook multiple times and can't wait to share the recipe with you. So let's get into the details. Let's prepare the bird. I love this 3-in-1 cutting board. It pops open just like this into different settings where you're able to prepare your meat and have just hassle-free preparation, not getting on your counter. So this is an air-chilled chicken. I highly encourage you to do that. If you've not checked that out when you're going to the grocery store, if you can get an air-chilled one, it just produces, I don't know, better crust in my opinion. I like to use duck fat spray as a binder, but you can use oil or whatever you like. And I always pat this down, once I get it out of the container there. And then we're going to be using Holy Cow Meat Church rub today. Has great flavor and great seasoning and look to it, as you can tell. And we are going to just go ahead and prepare. We're going to get a little liberal on this, and we're going to try to get in all parts of every cavity, underneath the arms, on the side, and then we'll even lift up some skin here in a moment and get that going underneath the skin, so we make sure we get flavor in every bite as well. And again, you can be liberal because you got this 3-in-1 pop-up container that just helps you be messy but get everything prepped properly. And you can just smell the flavor, a little pepper, and I'm not sure if this has got cayenne or whatever else it's got in, but it's got great coloring and flavor to it. And my friends, that seems good. We are also going to get inside this cavity and get a little flavor inside that as well. Again, make sure we got this thing going, breast side facing us. And before we know it, we will put this on our beer can from Kamado Joe stand and fill it with beer and also some aromatics, and then sit this on here and be ready to go. Let's set up the Kettle Joe with our charcoal placement. I've got some leftover charcoal, and I'm just going to use one piece of wood chunk. This is pecan. I don't really want a heavy flavor of wood chunks on the chicken, but just something simple and subtle in addition to the charcoal. So we're going to be using Jealous Devil. We're going to fill this to the top, and then I'll show you our grate setup. So what you're going to notice is I put down my heat deflectors in that pie shape configuration so the airflow can still get up to speed where I'm looking for at 400 to 450, and then we will shut it down once I reach the dome temperature I'm looking for. But I'm going ahead to put on the ceramic beer can stand with the beer, because I did buy a cold beer. You want it to be room temperature, so as it's absorbing the liquid and all that stuff, that it's not keeping the inside of your chicken cold and not cooking as fast compared to other parts of the chicken. So lessons learned over time. So that's something I'm doing. I'm heating that up before as the dome temperature is getting to the speed that I want it to. Now that we've reached temperature, we have set the top grates on and put the beer can stand on the top grate. We're about to slide on the chicken and let it cook. I think this is going to take 45 to 50 minutes. We're going to do a little butter bath once I see that we're getting a nice crust on the outside, and then the very last 15 minutes, maybe even last 10 minutes, then we're going to put on some sauce and let it caramelize. And I highly recommend you can get these cotton gloves and then these black gloves on top of that just to help with heat or when you're transferring things. Although right now the grill's hot, the chicken is not. And we're just going to open this cavity up from the bottom and let it slide right into place. Looks like he was meant to be there the whole time. And we are going to shut this lid, let it cook. All right, it's been 20 minutes into this cook. And again, this is gonna be a total cook time of probably 45 minutes to an hour. So we're at that 400 degrees, dialed in a little bit above that. Lift this up. You could tell that the bark has set because you touch your finger on it and really nothing comes off. And I think we're getting some really good color on this. And what I like to do is do a little garlic cloves in there with melted butter and just come in here, and it's just like your own little spritz. You're just butter bath right here. And you're doing it once the bark is set, because then it's not taking the bark off, it's just adding flavor. We're building flavor upon flavor on this chicken. You can make sure that cavity gets some in there. Make sure the legs are getting it as well. I'm gonna make sure even underneath the arms there, getting it. And you can tell this is going to add even a little bit of flavor to, not just flavor, but colorization as well. I think we got most of it here. All right, friends, we are at that 155 mark. And what I'm going to do now is take barbecue sauce and a mix of honey to make it a little bit more liquidy. And we're just going to paint this chicken for some final caramelization. Done. Just to show you what that looks like, come on. This thing is ready to go. All right, we're going to slice into this and put it on the sandwich and do it a little taste test. All right, we're gonna go, just cut into this breast real quick. And pardon me that I've got part of my back. Oh, dude, look at the, oh my gosh. Flavor explosion. I just want to cut a baby piece off for this taste test. Oh my gosh. Oh, dude, I gotta protect the juices and the flavor. Oh my gosh, friends, this is so succulent. Let's see if I can put this back up there a little bit and protect it. So good. Already, look at the juice in this from that, so hot. So tender. Man, excellent, excellent cook. I can just feel the heat from the Kettle Joe. Tender, juicy, all that aroma and aromatics, the flavor from holy cow just came through. Love that final caramelization of the barbecue sauce, but it's not too heavy. It's just right. So I'm gonna bring you in close so you can see this and see how the juices are flowing. And then again, I'm gonna continue to slice this up for my family. Well, as you saw, that was delicious. That beer can chicken was just such a fun process to make. I encourage you to do it if you've never done it before. And if you like videos like this, like, subscribe, turn on notification buttons. Check out all the videos on the channel. We do a lot of reviews, recipes and grill reviews, all sorts of stuff. Check it out. Leave it in the comments what you thought of this cook and how delicious it looked. Have you done something like this? And what else would you like me to see on this cooking channel and barbecue channel? So from my backyard to yours, less hate, more love, good barbecue.